on, people? Quick video about how and why the Dragon Ball fandom is causing people to hate Dragon Ball. Now, I talk about this all the time. Now, I get accused of hating Dragon Ball. I get accused of hating Goku. I get accused of hating Vegeta, hating Toriyama, making fun of Toriyama's death. I get accused of all this stuff all the time. I have said repeatedly, the Dragon Ball fandom are the reason why people are turned off to Dragon Ball. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I was watching Dragon Ball before most of y'all were born. I was a fan of it pretty much my whole life until I encountered the YouTube online fandom. And slowly you guys started to change my very perspective of Dragon Ball. I went from a fan to a sometimes watcher to a never click on guy. I do not click on any Dragon Ball anything. I don't care if it's Z, GT, Super, no, I don't click on none of it. It doesn't even cross my mind. When I go to an anime site, the idea of clicking on anything related to Dragon Ball just does not even occur to me. And it's because of your fandom, your Dragon Ball fan base. You guys are everything that everybody hates about Dragon Ball. You think that Dragon Ball characters can defeat every single person in every single other verse. It doesn't matter how powerful they are. You guys think that Goku can beat any character, even though we've seen Goku lose to stuff like a laser beam. Goku has never beaten anybody on his own. Everybody he's beaten, he's had to use fusion, sensu beams, borrowing other people's energy, using the Dragon Balls to make wishes. He's never just straight up beaten anybody just by himself. It's always a combination of stuff. And when people try to push back against this, you guys just come raining down on them like a thunderstorm. And I think out of all the stuff that y'all do, the dogpiling, the coming in force to attack people, it doesn't mean that you're right. You just use overwhelming force to basically make people quit. People just submit because they don't want to argue with you anymore. And you take that as I win. I win because you quit. Well, people quit because they just don't see a need to argue with you. And I've tried, I don't know how many different ways, shapes, forms, or fashions to tell you guys this. The reason why y'all, quote, win, unquote, so many arguments is because people just give up because they understand that they're never going to be able to get through to you. They understand you're not going to give an inch. And they understand that you got a pack of wild hyenas that's going to come with you, that are going to distort everything, and it's just not worth it. I mean, I've tried, I don't know how many different approaches. I've tried being mean, nice, logical, analytical, understanding. I mean, you name it. I've tried it with your fan base. Nothing works. You come with overwhelming fanboy force and basically just get people to give up. Y'all are always wrong, all the time. And you just don't want to see it. You don't want to admit it. You don't want to fess up to it. You guys are easily the worst fan base to have ever existed on YouTube. This is not an exaggeration. I've seen a lot of fan bases and a lot of different fandoms. You guys take the 100% cake. Y'all don't just take the cake. Y'all take the icing. Y'all take the knife to cut the cake. You take the plate that the cake was sitting on. I mean, y'all take it all. I mean, you refuse, and I mean refuse, to give anybody any points. If somebody makes a decent point, you guys just refuse. You will not concede a point. You will not say, all right, you know what, that makes sense. Or you got a good point there. Or, you know what, I can agree to that. You guys have never uttered those words. It's always, we're right, you guys are wrong, and you just hate us, you hate Dragon Ball, and you hate Toriyama. That's it. That's literally it. I can't tell you how many times I've been accused of hating Akira Toriyama. I need y'all to answer this for me. How can you confuse me saying I don't care with making fun of him or laughing at him or any of that? I've been accused of making fun of his death. It's never happened. I just said I don't care. There's a lot of stuff in this world I don't care about. But you guys will come to my channel and accuse me of this, and I always ask the same question. How come y'all don't have a problem with people like the Nobody 101 with 30 plus videos using Toriyama's death to make money? Or his fake tribute live stream to Toriyama, where he didn't honor the man at all, but he definitely monetized it. It's like y'all never have a problem with that stuff. But if I say on my own channel that I just don't care about that situation, I'm a bad person. I'm not using his name for clicks. I don't have 30-something videos on my channel about Toriyama. I'm not getting AdSense revenue off of his name. I don't pretend to know his life story. I just simply don't care. I'm a big-time Bleach fan. You think I care about Kubo? Not even a little bit. I like Bleach. It's awesome. But that's as far as it goes. I don't care about the man's personal life. I don't care about his wife and kids. I don't care about his personal business, because that ain't my business. I just like Bleach. What is so hard about that? But no, your fandom, the Dragon Ball fandom, y'all have to turn everything into an attack. You have to turn everything into, you hate this, you hate that. I have never, ever, ever said that I hate Akira Toriyama. I just said I don't care. And I don't. And I'm not going to pretend like I do. You guys pretend to be the community that cares. The family community that all loves and appreciates each other and all this stuff. Y'all know, hey, yes, we're all friends and stuff. That stuff. But it couldn't be farther from the truth. You guys dox, harass, swat, crank call, all this, harass people's relatives, try to get people fired from their jobs. You guys have done all of these things. That doesn't coincide with a community that cares. That doesn't coincide with a community that respects all opinions. The only opinion you guys respect is when somebody says Goku is the best, or Dragon Ball is the best, or Dragon Ball characters are the most powerful. That's the only time that you guys agree with somebody's opinion. We all watched in Resurrection F where Sorbet took Goku down with a laser. You guys know I've seen 1,000 different excuses for why Goku almost died from that laser blast. And none of them can just acknowledge that it happened. Oh, that was a fluke. That was just bad writing. Well, how did it make it into the story then if it's so bad? That means there's a lot of bad writing in Dragon Ball Super, because stuff like that happens in Super all the time. So that means that you guys admit that it's bad writing. So all these years of harassment that I've been receiving because I think the Dragon Ball Super is terrible, it means that I was right, because you guys openly acknowledge that there's bad writing. And that brings me to my next point about the Dragon Ball fandom. It's okay for you guys to admit something. It's okay for you to say something bad about Dragon Ball Super, even if it's something that you already heard me say or somebody like me. I've noticed that a lot of your content creators are lobbying the same criticism at Dragon Ball Super that I did years ago. They taking my talking points and using them now because they're getting a new Super, which isn't new, it's a replay. But all the stuff I was saying years ago, the stuff that got me harassed and eventually banned off of YouTube, now they're all saying it. How is that possible? I thought I was wrong. Why are y'all repeating and parroting my comments on Dragon Ball Super? Could it be that I was right all along? Could it be that NBA knows what he's talking about? You guys need to understand, there are a lot of people who legitimately like watching Dragon Ball. They just don't like today's product. It's just like Call of Duty. Anybody that plays Call of Duty will tell you they love Call of Duty. They just don't like the newest product. It's not good. Same thing with other games. There might be a game that you like and then they put out a new version and it's terrible and you don't like it. OG Dragon Ball fans like myself, we don't have a problem with Dragon Ball. We just don't like the current product. We don't like the direction of the current product. And we don't like the direction of the fan base. That's it. That is it. You guys, y'all take it to the extreme. You can't understand that we have a right to say we just simply don't like what's going on in Dragon Ball. You take everything as a personal assault, a personal attack. Everything. And it don't make sense. But you guys lobby the majority of the personal attacks. I'm not even going to repeat all the stuff I've been accused of. We all know. My point is, as soon as I say something negative about Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball content creators or the fan base, I get labeled as the baddest bad guy to ever do bad stuff. But you guys conveniently ignore all of the stuff that y'all have done for years. I have acknowledged my bad behavior. I've 100% said, yeah, I did it. Because I have the ability to self-diagnose. I understand that I'm capable of doing bad things. With you guys, we're all perfect. We're not bad. We do bad stuff to get good results. You can't do bad and expect something good to come of it. But that's how y'all think. That's how y'all operate. Y'all do bad stuff because you think something good's gonna come of it. It don't work that way, people. You guys are responsible for all the hate that Dragon Ball receives. If they removed this current fandom and replaced it with people with a little more cognitive ability, I don't think people would hate Dragon Ball as much. So you guys like to say how popular Dragon Ball is, but even in Japan, Dragon Ball is not as popular as it used to be. Even with this announcement, the popularity hasn't gone back up, not to the heights it used to be. Super has never been as popular as Z or OG Dragon Ball, Daima either. None of this new stuff has ever been as popular as the original stuff, and it's never going to be because of the fan base. You guys make it that way. So that's pretty much it. Like, I'm kind of low-key today. I'm off work. I'm probably gonna do a stream later, but I just wanted to get that out because I'm tired of people distorting my words. I don't have a problem with Dragon Ball. It's you people who cover it, who watch it, who comment about it. Y'all are the actual problem. And maybe one of these days y'all will realize that. But I doubt it's anytime soon. Is what it is. Anywho's, I will catch up with you guys a little bit later when I stream or do another video. I don't know. Like I said, I'm finally off work. I want to rest a little bit, but I will catch up with y'all when I do. I'm out.